It's actually a much nicer day as it feels. It's in the high 50s today, near the end of December. And I can literally go outside in a t-shirt and be super comfortable. I'm not going to. I'm going to take a sweater with me. But off we go. Good morning, everyone. This is Michael Cook, the creator and voice of Chucky Chicken, welcoming you to my second channel, my daily vlog channel, the Daily Cluck, not the Cluckin' Crew. You're the Cluckin' Crew. Good morning. As you can see, it's a bit of a weird one. It is December 28th, 2025. It is raining. It is 52 degrees, which is abnormally warm for my neck of the woods around this time of year. It's kind of interesting. It's still foggy. It's still gloomy. It's still gonna be this, but I'll tell you what, I better enjoy it now because it is not going to last. It is supposed to get frigidly cold here in the next week. We got some stuff to do. I thought maybe it'd be kind of fun if you tagged along and you joined me. Won't you? Tag along, join the vlog. Let's have some fun. And as you can see, it is once again, a dreary day, but not cold. Not cold at all. It's actually, like I said, abnormally warm. Normally around this time of year, you would get temperatures within the 20s and the 30s. Maybe the 40s if we're lucky, but the 50s? This is quite the anomaly. One of the things that I am going to do with this vlog is I plan to keep it as sort of a virtual diary, or a journal. Just kind of noting some of my thoughts, some of my feelings, and as well as just keeping things for posterity's sake. You know, I just want to just kind of keep a little bit of a record of things like that. And I notice I licked my lips a lot in the last video. I do that when I think. So if you see me just going, I'm just trying to think of what to say next, because without coffee, my mind is a blank. And I can't get coffee quite yet. I can't get my piping hot caffeinated beverage until weigh-in. What I mean by that? Well, here's the story. So as many of you folks know, I have been struggling with my weight for the better part of 10 years. Maybe 20 years, actually, at this point. Yeah, about 20 years I've been struggling with my weight. I will share that story another time, but part of the deal is that I actually, my father and I have come to this arrangement where every Sunday I go in and I do weigh-ins with him. And if I lose 5 pounds in a week, I will be able to keep access to my little desk at the office. And if I don't, then I lose access until I lose the 5 pounds. And with this being Christmas week, I am pretty sure I did not do that. So I am a little nervous. I am a little scared. And if that's the case, then these vlogs may be a little late getting to you, but we'll figure it out when we get there. On to the folks' house for weigh-in. I'll let you know how that goes when I'm done. My lovely mother, who is loved, adored, and taken care of me for all my life.
Yes.
She also makes epic crochet rabbits, so if you ever want one, let me know and I'll let her know, and maybe we can get you one.
Maybe.
Maybe. Well, unfortunately, I did not make it. I gained a couple of pounds, which means that unfortunately I will not have access to the office this week, which is fine. We'll make do. The one thing I will say about these weekly check-ins is that it does motivate me in a weird way. I just had a nice conversation with my mom, and she has informed me that I am sort of the negative enforcement type of guy, which means that instead of saying if you do this, you'll get this, and it'd be a good thing, Fortunately, I apparently growing up have always been the do this or this will happen kind of guy. And I'm trying very hard to change that. And part of that definitely is doing these daily vlogs. I think it's also important to remember that it's not necessarily always about capturing the good moments. It's about capturing all of the moments, right? The good, the bad, and everything in between. So, because it just kind of shows that I'm human. Put my pants on one leg at a time, just like everyone else. And lessons learned. I know what I got to do this week in order to get the scale to go down. And we'll just see what happens. Normally this would be snow, but when it's 54 degrees out, that snow melts into rain. But honestly, I at the time of this recording, it is 55 degrees today. Again, abnormally warm for this time of year. But thankfully it's still breakfast time, so I can get something to eat, a little snack. And there it is, my piping hot caffeinated beverage from Starbucks, just a Pike Place, little cream, little sugar. And then I also got for breakfast some oatmeal, which I'm pretty excited about. And they were so close, but instead of still gonna eat it, still gonna enjoy it. It's gonna be good. Pretty darn good. And it looks like that we got a little bit of a nice break from the rain. Still a little slick, but nice and dry for the most part. Believe it or not, my family has lived in this part of Illinois, pretty much all of my family for the past 60 years, maybe a little less, maybe 55, 60 years. They moved here from New York in the early 1960s. My dad was born in 62, and my aunt was born, I believe, in 63. And when my aunt was just born, my grandpa got a job out here and packed up the family and said, "We're going to Chicago." And that's where he ended up. I'd like to share some of the houses that mean a lot to me that none of my family live in anymore. Like, for example, right up here, this is where my great-grandparents used to live for a very long time. And they don't live there anymore. They're both gone. And what's neat about it is, like, the childhood that my dad had, I also got to experience in a way. You know, there were similar things. Oh, for example, coming up right here is the Oswego Civic Center. Now that the rain has subsided just a little bit, I thought maybe it'd be kind of nice to walk around one of the oldest and nearest and dearest community areas here in Oswego, and that's the Civic Center. It's still raining, it's still coming down. Oh, look at this. Look at these. These are beautiful. You know, I'll tell you this, there is no better architect and no better artist in this universe than that of our creator. Obviously, this playground has changed quite a bit over the years. Oh, this is cool. It's like a spider web play area. It's very much like that scene from the movie The Fly. Help me! Help me! Boy, a spider would have a feast with me, though. What's interesting is that a lot of this is basically like, it's very simple play areas, but there's a lot of them. A lot more than when I was a kid. Back in the day, we just had the giant wood, like jungle gym. And now you got a whole activity area where you could pretend to be a pioneer, especially with that log cabin. Welcome to the nature preschool classroom. This area is monitored by cameras. Please be respectful. Absolutely. Absolutely will be respectful. So that's actually interesting. I did not know that this is actually a classroom, a nature, like a natural classroom where the kids can come out on a particularly nice day and they can be educated and learn outside or just, that's really cool. I dig that. That's really cool. I like that. I am not going to play on any of this stuff because number one, I am not a preschooler. I may have the mind of one sometime, but I am not. And number two, I'm just a bigger guy and I don't want to break anything. And I do not condone that kind of behavior. So I act a fool in many different ways, but that is not one of them. So for me, it's just going to be looking, observing, reminiscing, remembering when I was a kid. And yeah, that's what this vlog's all about anyway. Hello in there. Definitely much more fun if you have someone to play with. That is for sure. The Christmas decor still up. I love that. The Peanuts gang celebrating Christmas. It's beginning to feel a lot like springtime. Honestly, one of my favorite times of the year. So I don't know what to do, but I am just enjoying the weather. Unfortunately, with it being Sunday, the park district is closed. So I will not be able to go inside the building today. But it just means it'll warrant another visit. Yeah, this is what it's normally supposed to look like around this time of year. But as you can see, not quite that. But no complaints from me. Here is the pool area of the Civic Center. Kind of hard to get in there through the grates, but I'm going to give it a shot here. Here we got the play area for the kids, the large tube slide, and then over there, 2 drop-offs. That actually originally back in the day used to be the diving board area, the high dive. And I remember being one of those kids in the early 90s that was there before they redid the entirety of the pool here at the Civic Center. But I'll admit, it's a good change. As a matter of fact, as a kid, I remember one of the big things that they had here, we didn't live too far away from here, so we could ride our bikes to the Civic Center. And I remember one of the big events that they had was a Pokemon party. It was right when the craze was taking off. And I remember they had Pokeballs everywhere and images of Pikachu and Jigglypuff and Poliwhirl. All the Pokemon, all the original 150. That's how old I am, kids. And I just remember having a ball with kids my age and trying to catch them all and swim and have a good time. It's really nice. It was a really fun time. I definitely will say that the biggest change, at least to my recollection over the years, has been this playground. Obviously, much newer. When I was a kid, we had, mulch to sit on and or to play on. And now they have this, it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. If I were a kid, you better believe I would be swinging and jumping and playing. And I love how they still have the tic-tac-toe. That's always been one of my favorites, is tic-tac-toe. And the match game over there too, with the different animals, the map and all that stuff. Like, this is just really cool. Swing sets, of course. It's not a playground without a set of swings. Thank you for watching. Like, this is a big challenge for me, trying to do something a little different. And you know, change is scary. I don't know how this is going to go down. I haven't used this channel in a very long time. Just the fact that you are here watching and having any sort of interest in what I do, it means a lot. And I just want to let you know, you're important. You're very special. And, you know, no matter what's going on in the world, just know that you're here for a reason. You're here for a purpose. God's got something really great for you. And you may not know what it is right now, but you keep on pressing on. You keep on doing your thing. You keep living life, and you keep surrounding yourself with good people who love and care about you. And before you know it, you'll find out what your purpose is. And whether it's to do art or film, or go to be a doctor or a lawyer or a firefighter, or serve our country in our military, whatever it is, do everything to the best of your ability and just continue to work hard. And just know that it will work out. And you are important. And you're here for a reason. I'm thankful you're here. So thank you so much for being here. And thank you for just being you. On the perimeter of the playground is a nice little picnic pavilion, which is awesome. Again, lots of benches, lots of cool things. And then there's even a soccer board out there. Basically, people can practice playing soccer on that. And then over there is the train tracks and the whole trail on the other side of the tracks. We will get to that trail one day, probably not today. It's a little wet, a little rainy, but maybe that's a go and explore in the spring. But I will tell you a fun story, something that happened to poor old Mike Cook back in the day. I remember as a kid, this trail was somewhat new. Of course, they had the bike path so you could go and you can ride your bike over the railroad tracks. I don't remember exactly what happened, but all I remember is that this used to be a gravel road. This wasn't even paved at the time. And I fell off my bike right onto the railroad tracks right up here, and I cut my arm open. And it was a really, really bad cut. Yeah, right here. I remember riding my bike on the track, which, by the way, do not do. Very bad thing. Oh, look at this. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, it's like the fog is like on the other side of the rail. It's very, very spooky, very mysterious. I think that's just from the pond that they got over there. All the condensation and the fog. That's so cool. Oh, I love that. Before it was all paved over, and it all looked like this, pretty much. I fell on rocks like this, and I actually busted my arm open, and had to ride my bike back home to tell my poor mother what I had done, and she was not happy, and it left a heck of a mark. Yeah, that arm right there. I don't know if you can see it, but there's still the markings, there's still the scarring there. And if I shaved my arm, you'd be able to actually see it. But yeah, don't play on the tracks, is what I'm trying to say. As I'm making my way back to the car, I feel like a kid again. I found a stick that's the exact shape of a gun. Oh, okay. Nope. That's not gonna work. I'm gonna just leave that alone. But yeah, I love doing that as a kid. Too slippery. All right, moving right along. I don't know if you're able to see it on camera or not, but there's a literal steam coming off of the snow and off of the ground with how hot it is. The snow is literally steaming as it's melting away. I've never seen that before. I don't think you can see it on camera, but oh my gosh, it's so cool. Either that or it's from the sanitary sewage, but I'm just going to assume that it's from the snow. Yeah, it's coming from the snow. I don't know if you saw the wifting right there. Maybe a little bit. I don't know. That's so cool. I've never seen that before. What a weird day. What a weird way to end December. Not with a massive white Christmas, but with one of the warmest December days that I can remember experiencing in a long time. As I'm driving around doing some Uber Eats, I found myself in Samanak in the Lake Holiday area. And as I was delivering, came across this. And I wanted to share with all of you. Look at that. Bam. Which is what it is. It's not a swear. It is what it is. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Lately, this afternoon, I've been going around, like I said, doing some Uber Eats and just having a bit of a conversation with the Lord. Just about, and I'll talk about this later on the nightly drive. So if you want to be a part of that and you want to hear more, I highly encourage you to check out the Patreon. Right now I gotta find my way back home because I have no idea where I am or where I'm going. But that's kind of the beauty of these adventures. And just like that, we're back where we started. Let me know what you thought of this one, but also make sure you check out yesterday's vlog. I went around downtown Oswego and I noted a couple of my favorite spots over there and just kind of my connection with the town. Of course, you know, much more over in that video. But if you enjoyed this one, please make sure that you give it a like. Leave a comment down below. What was one of your favorite things that you did outside when you were a kid? Did you have a local pool or a local playground or a local forest preserve or what have you in your neighborhood that you could go and enjoy? Make sure that you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, and select all so you're notified whenever I upload my daily vlog. I'm going to do my best to do one a day for as long as I can. And just, you know, little things here and there. But yeah, I'm going to root for the Bears tonight. Thank you for watching. And again, until next time, this is Mike Cook for the Daily Cluck saying, keep on adventuring.